Hello everyone, this is Omega Rider 1. Today we're going to be doing a review of 0083, Mobile Suit Gundam 0083 Stardust Memory. Yes, I just did that out of order. I don't care. We're moving on. This was actually very recently that I got to actually watch this series. Mainly because of the additions made to Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3, where of course they added in Annabelle Gatto and Kouraki, along with their respective suits, mobile suits. So of course I had to watch the damn show, and I was actually very pleasantly surprised with it. In fact, I really like it. Doesn't really surprise me anymore. Most of the UC shows are actually pretty good. It doesn't surprise me anymore. But without further ado, before dragging this on to over a minute, let's get on to the review of Stardust Memory. Plot. During the One-Year War, the Delaz fleet of Zeon, loyal to Gir and Zabi, retreated from the Battle of Abelaku after Kaisilia Zabi seized power. After the fall of Zeon in UC-0080, 3 years passed, giving Delaz and his ace pilot Annabelle Gatto much-needed time to plan the rebirth of Zeon. Meanwhile, Ensign Kouraki and his fellow soldiers under Lieutenant South Burning seized the transport of 2 new Gundam prototypes, the GPO-1 and the GPO-2, respectively Zephyrantes and Physalis, the latter possessing a tactical nuke. Knowing this, Gatto steals the Unit 2 and sets in motion Operation Stardust. And now it's up to Ko and his team to prevent the Delaz fleet from carrying out its mission. Much like other OVAs in the UC family, Stardust Memory does a great job of giving more insight into how the war is waged and the corrupt dealings that can occur. The series highlights the neutrality of the Anaheim Electronics Company and the infighting amongst both the Federation and the Zeon forces, though you may find the views to be a bit Zeon-centric, as Gatto and Delaz easily could be named the true heroes of the show, but that makes it all the more true to the source material. A 20 out of 20. Characters. Stardust Memory uses a large cast of characters, focusing mainly on the Earth Federation, while small numbers of Zeonic pilots add to the story. But the relationships between each was what I loved the most, as how the cast interacted with one another was very natural and reflected how me and my own friends are at times. However, one point is still jarring. There is a love triangle in the story that came a bit too late. Nina Purpleton loved Annabelle Gatto at one point, and now loves Ko. This connection between the three is only exposed in the final episodes, having almost no impact on how Ko and Gatto treat one another. Provided it was brought out earlier, maybe it'd have been even better than how it ended up. So I give the characters an 8 out of 10. Art and animation. Great 90s animation, solid rate of movement, and great variation of colors for mobile suits, and save for the singular MAs, the Valvaro and Nueziel, who both are very, very unichromatic, or rather monochromatic. I did notice a bit of recycled footage for battle scenes, sometimes multiple times in a row. However, these moments are minor compared to some other entries in the Gundam series I've reviewed, so the animation gets a 4 out of 5. Music. Music consists of classic 90s rock tunes, with Men of Destiny being the crown jewel for opening themes. The ending theme surprised me with another English song like Gundam X's Human Touch by Warren Weeby, but it was pleasant, following the style of ballad songs from the 90s as well, along with its successor. Overall, it has a very Top Gun feel, which pretty much this is Top Gundam. Yeah, a lot of this series was based off of the movie Top Gun, so really I could see it. Which, coincidentally, later, Macross came out with Macross Plus, which also ripped off Top Gun. I have no idea why. Anyway, music gets a 5 out of 5. Voice acting. I know I said that Gundam always has good voice acting, but there comes a problem here. Out of all the series and films I've seen, Stardust Memory and its voice acting stands out the most. The voice actors are okay, but the lines can be iffy. I watched the series with a Japanese translated English subtitle for reference in comparison to the Japanese dub, and boy are there deviations. Though one of the biggest positive surprises for me was Milton James playing the voice of Delaz. Milton was the voice of Moneybags the Bear from Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. You have no idea how bad my nostalgic like the nostalgia flowed back to me. You know, I was about to explode with joy. It was so epic. But now I can't play the games without hearing Sig Zeon in my head every time Moneybags comes up. So voice acting gets an 8. Overall, though I tend to focus on the main series a lot, the UC era side stories are a treat to watch, and Stardust Memory is no exception. Mobile Suit Gundam Stardust Memory, the first Gundam in the series of the 90s, is appropriately scored with a 9 out of 10. Stay tuned for next time as I actually do a manga for once. As part of my JoJo's Bizarre season, I start off with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Phantom Blood. This is Omega Rider 1, and I'll be seeing you later.